This is the Noob from Battlefield Friends, and you're listening to the Don't Revive Me Bro podcast.
Dude, you don't have to yell.
I'm not yelling!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's the DRMB Podcast. Now, unprecedented 5 weeks in a row. We are still on the no murder streak of DRMB. Again, it's unbelievable. I hope we can keep this up. I'm back with the nicest guy in Battlefield, Mr. Lono. How's it going, buddy?
Doing well. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming by. I'd like to thank the Academy. Oh, wait. Never mind. Wrong place. Go ahead.
You won nothing.
Yeah.
And we're also here with Luke Floppy Ragdoll. How's it going, Luke? Thanks for coming on.
It's going good. Yeah, all the way from New Zealand.
Yeah. You're saying it's nice there and sunny and 2 p.m. And I'm looking outside and there's a big giant pile of snow and it is very cold.
I want the snow, man. I want the snow bad. It's boiling here.
Oh, man.
Do you guys get any snow there?
Not where I live now. We've had snow once and it was like slush, but we claimed it.
Once? It did snow. We've got about 8 inches outside. No thanks.
Oh man, yeah, it's we've got too much. You can have some. So.
Oh, sweet. Cheers. Email it over or something.
Right on. For those of you guys who may not know Luke, he is the Floppy Ragdoll on Twitter. He makes unbelievable trailers and cinematics and a bunch of stuff. Definitely check him out. You are the probably one of the best makers of cinematics that I've seen in a long, long time, and we really appreciate your stuff. So it's nice to have you on. And you guys are both part of the Game Changers program for Hardline.
Yep.
So we'll chat about that a bit today. What do you think about Hardline? You excited for it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, me and Lana were just saying it's just it's refreshing. It's good.
Good. I think it, a lot of people are believing the hype. Well, we'll chat about that
in the Battlefield
today.
hype as crazy as
what do you think about
it
is to say this day and age? So,
Well, they didn't at the beginning. People were pretty skeptical at the start, but I mean, people skeptical. They always knock things down from EA, but I think now they've actually got hands-on with the beta that it was actually really, really good. People were starting to slowly convince each other. It's like it's watching a plague of convincing.
Did you have as much fun as I did? I think I did.
Yeah. I was just gutted because they had that one rescue mode server. Did you jump in on that?
I was in the queue for 30 minutes. Literally 30 minutes. They're like, hey, there's one rescue mode on. I tried.
We were
didn't work.
playing it for like 3 hours straight. And then one of the guys said, yeah, I'll jump in with you. And he said, oh, no, don't worry, there's a queue of 30 people. I was like, what? Went into battle log and had a quick look. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work for me at all.
So how does rescue mode play compared to everything else?
It's a lot faster paced. It's fast and slower paced. Like there are some of the maps that we got to play, the Game Changers, where you see the enemy almost immediately. Like you run round one corner and it's just head on 5v5.
Yeah.
Some people play it slow and play the defensive role, and so that's what slows down the gameplay, and that's when you start figuring out tactics of the map. And it was really interesting seeing that progression of learning. Like at the start, everyone just ran head on into each other, trying to kill each other first, and then like maybe after about half an hour, you saw people taking it slow, camping back, trying to figure out tactical spots, and there was always a way around it, and everyone's slowly figuring out the lines of sight and how to make their way around the map. So
yeah, the first few matches were pretty like everyone was just trying to figure out what they're doing, really, learn the maps and stuff. But after, like Luke was saying, after a few, you really start seeing strategy where we were going down to like the last round, winner this takes all. Well. So that was good.
Yeah, it's interesting as well seeing like because usually if you buy a new game and you're learning the maps, generally 90% of the other players have already played that map at least once if you've just bought it right off the bat. But like since we were all there like for the first time trying it out, like like headless chickens running around a map, we had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah. Don't know where anything's at or whatever, but it's a good change in the ability to use. It kind of gives some of the gadgets a little bit more ability to stand out. since there's less people on the other side, you have a lot more likely of a chance to use a grapple hook and be able to climb up to the top and take a new route, or use a zip line from one roof to the other, or what have you, to do different tactics. And when we started communicating with each other, I think it'd be great for a mode of friends to get in and play. When everyone really is communicating and going back and forth, it is fast-paced, but at the same time, it's not mindless. So yeah, it's definitely good fun. I was surprised. I think it'll actually get played more than people were saying that it will. Like, a lot of people were going, no one will really play it. I think it'll honestly get played more than people think that it will be, just by assuming right now. But
I think who knows? Like, the biggest consensus. Like, a lot of people have been saying that what will really make it stand out is if it has its own matchmaking, like other games. But like, if it's a matter of literally joining a server and it's empty and having to try to fill it up, that's where you'll start losing people getting into that game mode, because you want to just fill up a full lobby right off the bat and just have a competitive game rather than people dropping out casually and things like that. You want it to be intense. So
yeah, but also I think after some time passes, that'll turn into something where the people that play those modes only play those modes, I guess. Like, they won't play like Rescue and then Conquest and Hotwire. They'll stick to, like, with their group of friends, they'll stick to that particular mode. So I think maybe not with the matchmaking, but it'll still be a competitive mode. Maybe not to like esports big, but it'll still be, fun and a way to be competitive and not have to be so reliable on so many other randoms, hoping that they do something team oriented rather than off in the valley somewhere it's trying to snipe for longest headshot.
I think it would also be good as well as, like, if you join the server, like, you can set up a group of mates, like 5 people at the beginning, so your team's already sorted before you actually enter the game, because otherwise you could join the game and then you could all get split up and you're wanting to just be like one solid team and just dominating randoms.
So you
have to, like, spend a game trying to get everyone on the same team. And
that's kind of
but I mean, they'll work through the kinks. I mean, it's early days of it. I'm
looking forward to it. It was good, especially with the gadgets, gas, the Molotovs, incinerators, whatever. Those really be useful. They are regardless, but still.
I'm interested to see, like, what the meta comes of it, where, right now everybody's using gas, but they're not using gas masks, and then eventually you'll see a switch where everybody's going to use gas masks, so it's going to switch back, and it'll be interesting to see what...
Switch to Molotovs, man.
Exactly.
Burn, baby, burn.
Those things are legit, hey? You just toss them in a room and just watch people come flooding out.
yeah, absolutely. Love those. I like those a lot better than the frag grenades.
They're a lot more effective. If you get someone right in the center of that thing, they're just not going to... You take down at least 90% of their health if you get right on them.
There's no if you actually hit them with the Molotov or whatever, there's no getting out of that. They're dead. It's just as effective as a grenade if you hit them with it, Yeah,
well, I hope... I don't know. I hope we can do some balances a little bit quicker. I know we spoke to Zach and a bunch of other devs about that. There's a lot of neat ideas, but the more you add to the game, as we've seen with BF4 and Levolution and stuff like that, the more you kind of detract from everything. So hopefully we see something.
Zach's actually in the chat as well, being creepy. Cool.
You see Zach in the chat, cute little fire.
We've got a. Zach's been very good to us. We'll say we've got a little thing to announce at the end, so that'll be good. And you guys have been having fun going out there, kind of seeing the next iteration of the game as they've grown. What have you really seen, Luke, with the changes? Like, every time you guys go out to San Fran, do you see like major changes with the game?
Oh yeah, for sure. And you can see like them taking everything you say on board, like whether it be things they can and can't change. They always give you reasons as to why they can't change it. They're not just leaving you in the dark. They're like, that's a cool suggestion, but yeah, we're just going to leave it. They'll always tell you why they can and can't do things, which is awesome. So then you sort of figure out your limitations as to what you want to suggest, as to what's intelligent to suggest, as opposed to, I don't like this, take it out, or I like playing this in Battlefield 4, put it in. It's a ridiculous comment and it makes no sense in regards to the development process. So, and And there have been a few of them down the line in those in those comment back sessions, but yeah, you sort of laugh about it later on.
Yeah. I'm trying to help me a little bit more here. Can you fix this?
Yeah.
I really like to do this. No.
I really want my gun to do a backflip in my hand.
What was your favorite mode from the beta? What did you play the most?
From the beta? Well, there were the 3 modes. There was Heist, Conquest, and
Hotwire. Hotwire.
To be honest, I'd say Heist. Heist and Bank was awesome. I kept going back to it just because...
Yeah, that was
maybe because it was just on the bank map and it sort of got you in that element of it's a cop versus robber situation, and like the whole scene was built around that idea, and you sort of like when you're in the bank as a robber and you're trying to figure out which path you want to take out and you're just surrounded. It's literally a shitting bricks situation. You're like, which direction do we go? You try like Molotov one direction as you push the other. It brings out the most teamwork out of the game mode. Same with Hotwire as well. Like if you get a car full of people trying to just hold that one objective, that's awesome. Yeah. But I mean, probably Heist is my favorite.
Heist was my favorite too. I'm interested to see how that works on other maps.
Yeah, that map. You know, they said
we saw it on downtown in the first beta, which and I liked it on that too. It made me feel like it was Rush, but a little bit more thought out from the last few ways of Rush, particularly like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. You know, you had that truck it's knocked over, and then what was the other spot for the money? Wasn't it the truck? There's a truck on top of the bridge, and then the knocked over truck on the bottom. Yeah, those were good.
And I like how they've implemented the helicopter coming in. You have to wait. There's a small period of time where you have to bring that thing in. Because that was one of the feedback as well. Like a lot of people were saying it's really annoying because you're holding this defensive position and someone just runs past you, all of a sudden the game's over. So it's good to have that moment of you need to actually set up an attack and defense to really set up the time frame so you can get that. If that made sense, whatever I just said.
Right, well, it made more so for me, I guess, because I've seen that change.
Played it.
Yeah. Like another thing with those changes was, I guess we've probably mentioned this before, but adding the 3rd location for the drop-offs and not being able to take 2 drop-offs to the same location. Those are really big
that was a change.
Yes. Originally you could take, so if you could just go to A or go to B with one or both, and a lot of times if one person could get in there and were able to get away, you know, they would just go together anyway. You know, the guys with the money are trying to watch each other's back, so that you could literally just go to the same location and get out. That helicopter that comes in, that's added too. Originally, you just needed to get to the location, like throw the money in the back of the truck, and it was over. So now you got to be in the area for long enough, certain times. So that was a change, definitely for the better, because some of those matches ended really, really quick. You know, it took longer to probably load into the map than it did to finish it. Ready, go. It's over. What?
Yeah, I can see that. That could make a pretty big difference if you could take 2 bags to one location, or if there's only 2 locations.
Well, like on Heist, I'm sure, like Luke, he's seen it plenty though, where you like one person will go to A, and after you get it, you know they're coming to B, and that's the cops' main deployment. So they right out of their spawn. You know, they didn't have to go very far before they're on the other side of that truck. So their whole team would just sit there. There was a wall; you couldn't get there. So thankfully,
but I mean, there was that one game
they added
the
3rd location.
There was that one game we played though where they were all surrounding it, and we just literally, the whole team was just tossing Molotovs as we just pushed shooting like psychos. And we managed to get it. We won the round, but like we were all just rushing them, like got them off guard completely, because they all were watching these individual spots, but they didn't expect everyone to just push out of the bank like we did. Yeah. And that was awesome. That was like such a good moment.
In the beta, I saw somebody in the chat go, like, we played a round of Heist, and he's like, man, this makes me feel just like that movie Heat. I was like, yeah, well, they nailed it. That's what they were going for, you know.
I can imagine that was probably looked at. They maybe had to study that, you know, a couple times, maybe have a couple drinks to get in the mood.
Oh, they tell us in the beginning, you know, some of their inspirations and things they looked at, you know, toward trying to make the game the way they wanted to make you feel while you're playing it, you know. So heat. That was definitely one of them. I think they did a pretty good job of that. I really like how the money spews out of your bag as you run.
Yeah.
That's
All the
just a
subtle
nice
effects,
touch. That's just a really nice touch.
It's a classy touch.
Yeah. Now, originally too, the hostages and rescue. I remember when we were playing that, and then somebody's running away with the hostage, and I shot him, but it was a bag of money. I was like, why the hell are we sticking a hostage in a bag? That's like, oh, we just haven't added it yet. Like, okay. Because it looks really weird. Like, I got the hostage, and they, instead of it being like a person over their shoulder, it was like they were getting stuffed in a bag and then run away. Like, we're saving them. Get in there. So that was pretty good. It's a good change. Definitely a good change.
What is something that you maybe suggested, Luke, that they totally shot down?
They totally shot down.
That's a hell of a question.
Yeah, that is a hell of a
Anything that you suggested that they made you feel stupid for? No.
There was one that they gave me a reason as to why they didn't want to do. And it was like, how on what's the map with the alligators in it?
Everglades.
Everglades, yeah. On that map, they've got the boats with the miniguns on the front and things like that. And I remember, like, the whole game we were spending driving those things and whatnot, trying to just dominate people driving them on land, trying to fan people over. And I said to them afterwards, I was like, what if there were certain unlocks for that vehicle as well? Because we spent most of our game in there. It'd be cool if, like, there was some sort of reward, whether it's just simple, like, aesthetic, like a camo or something like that. And then he just said, nah, because we don't want the game to just look like a pink vehicle fest. I was like, actually, that's a fair comment, yeah. Because it would get that way. You'd sort of lose the element of cops versus robbers. It'd just be a clown car show.
Exactly. People would figure out how to put penises on it.
Dicks on everything. Everything.
But I mean, if that's the worst, I got shot down, then, I mean, I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah.
Because there were some pretty big shot downs, but I mean they were rightly so. But I mean at the same time you can sort of see where they were coming from with their comments. But yeah, it's just the developer side versus the player's opinion side. Quite interesting to see how it all plays out really in a conversation when you're in the one room.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm looking forward to seeing what changes. Sorry, Chris.
It's nice to have that direct feedback live. There's stats and watching people play can, be quite different where you see, I always go back to this, Lona, when you said you're trying to shoot somebody through, was it a fence or something like that, and a railing?
Yeah, all the railings, they were solid all the way through. I was like, no, not again. Not the rails. Or, raise my hand. I need somebody. Rails, these are terrible. These are bad. What's wrong? You can't shoot through them.
I need an adult.
Yeah.
That was on K when you're at the top of the stairs and you're trying to shoot down the stairs through that railing. I kept hitting that invisible wall.
Yeah. I mean, I know this is talking. I'm referring back to like originally the second time we play it. Mm-hmm. Some of those railings were just solid, and they're like, all right, well, we're gonna touch them up, and they made a really really big change. I don't think that I saw maybe 2 different spots where I couldn't get through like something that you would assume that you could shoot through. But other than that, railings were pretty good. I think in like the heist, when you first go up that main staircase, not the one to the side when you go in the front door, but next to the bank teller, those railings, I didn't really get to test too well, but they seemed kind of spotty. Sometimes I felt like they were shooting through over them at me, but I couldn't shoot through them to them. But maybe
the only issue I had was above. Did you ever play rescue mode on bank?
I did there, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how there was the hostage that spawned in that back second floor room, and there was the staircase just to the right as you walk out? At the top staircase there, every time I was shooting down the stairs, there was just an invisible barrier. The person at the bottom always had the advantage because he could shoot through, but you couldn't.
Couldn't get through, yeah.
God, so I just ended up just waiting back because there was no way I was going to win that battle. So
Molotov.
But, I mean, we told them, so I'm sure they'll get onto it. Thad's been awesome on Twitter as well. Like you see people talking to him, and he'll always respond with an answer for them. He's never going to leave them hanging. So
Yeah,
he's been
I don't think anyone could come out and be like, "You ignored me,"
Yeah.
because he's always on that.
Yeah, he's been.
I've never really seen. Maybe I've not been that close to any developer to pay that much attention, but he's talking to everybody on every platform about everything. So
Yeah, he's
got to give him a lot of credit for that.
It's good.
Oh, no,
That's
Yeah, the whole Visceral
refreshing.
team's done pretty damn good with that. They've all been really open about it all.
Mhm.
I hope some other
Except for
developers
Zach.
take note. Yeah, Zach,
Zach's
he's
been-
a little tight. Well, I'm just kidding.
He's been
Zach's-
saying that he's been the number one wheelman. Full of
Boo.
lies. Yeah, just boo.
That's good. No, we had him on here. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and he was talking. He was talking about how I'm not saying I'm going to be number one on the leaderboards or none of that, but when it comes to driving, he defends his title.
Every time I invited him,
self-proclaimed number one wheelman status.
he would never show up to prove himself. He'd always hide back in his little development chair and just watch. Like, no. When the full game comes out, there we go. In the chat, I knew he was stalking it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There might be, some stat wipes or something that I'll have to do once people start challenging that.
Yeah.
Does the betas carry over to the real game? No.
No,
Anybody curious? No.
absolutely never.
Some people got up to level 150 during the beta. Like, holy, that is
Yeah,
just,
somebody. What in that blog post? I think they said 7, maybe. Probably
Yeah.
wrong, but somewhere in that
I think it was around about 7. Yeah,
7
That's crazy,
people
man.
maxed it out. I think.
It's a lot of in-game time, man.
Yeah, I think I hit 78. I think. They're doubling
Yeah,
it. They're
I think it
also.
was just low 40s.
You see, they increased the weapons license from 5
To
to
1,000.
what 12?
250?
Yeah, 1250. Which is
That's
good.
good, though.
I think so. If you really like a gun enough, it won't take too long to get that.
I think they should do the same with gold weapons. I think gold weapons should be like a mad struggle. I reckon people are going to get gold weapons. If it's like what, 1,000 kills? People are going to get that within like the first week. There's
I
going
say
to be
10,000 on the gold camos.
yeah,
Really
just
have
some.
to put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
If you want it,
Yeah.
10,000. That's the only gun you use.
It's the sort of thing you want to see
Thing.
turn up. Yeah, you want to see it turn up like 2 months down the track, not within a week.
Right, and not everybody, but
Yeah, exactly.
see how it goes. Because it really 1,000 ain't. It's not that hard. Saying, but at the same time, they don't want to make it too limiting. But
People will have that, what is it, 2 days you can play it early on Xbox One? People have that right away. Just
I think it's sooner than that, isn't it?
no life it up and
No life it up.
No lifing up.
Get my shit bucket, man.
yeah, exactly. Strap it on and
No,
That's why I have the sheet here, is I just sleep in that and roll myself up every now and then and then I just wake up back at my computer. Keep on.
Floppy Ragdoll is visiting us from heaven.
yeah, no kidding.
He came out of the Golden Gates to visit the DRMB today.
I'm in the Matrix right now. Goes forever.
Yeah, Lono's in a cave.
Right? The Bad Cave. I'm Batman. No, so other than Hardline, we're excited for that. What else you up to? What are you doing? You working on your Cinematics, or you got some footage in store? You got something
Yep.
coming out?
So I've got a trailer, hopefully for Battlefield 4 that's going to be done before the release of Hardline. It's just a matter of sorting out copyrights to the song, which has been the biggest killer for my channel so far. The last 2 have been hit with copyright. But yeah, that's the thing. It's what's really annoying is that even if I didn't earn money off these, if I just turned monetization off, I would be fine with that because I just want to get the video out. But it's still, YouTube will still block it in some countries, or it'll block it on mobile devices like my last trailer. And one way or another, there's always issues around it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just using my YouTube channel as a portfolio for the most part in regards to my trailers. So I'm not trying to get a job out of YouTube. I'm trying to get YouTube as to be my stepping stone to a job. So that's pretty much where I'm taking YouTube at this stage. But I do have a trailer that it's more for premium at this stage, because that way I can encompass all the different things about Battlefield in one short smack bang of a trailer. But see how we go. It's always a hit and miss with trailers. You never know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, but you got to step outside the box somewhere or another.
So is that to be soon? We'll see that soon.
Yeah, hopefully within March. Hopefully the early side of March.
Gonna hold you to that. So.
Oh, okay, sweet. No pressure.
If you fail us, we're gonna be like, Dice, please. No, I mean, wait. Anyway.
Well, that's good. And what do you want to do for a job? Like, what's your end goal?
Making video game trailers, pretty much. Just, currently I have an offer in LA for a 6-week work trial at an outsourcing company. They do trailers for a whole range of different games and movies and whatnot. And they're hoping to take me on board for their 6-week trial, but the visa is just such a mission to get sorted. Yeah. But I mean, once we get the visa sorted, we'll be away laughing. But I mean, it's been 4 months now since we first discussed that, and they first said they want to get me over there. But yeah, being from New Zealand doesn't make it easy.
That's already been 4 months. Will they give you any kind of time frame on how much longer they could be?
Well, they have no idea because they've never sorted it out before. They've never sorted out a work visa for their company, so it's a bit interesting to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, sounds messy.
Yeah, they're looking at even hiring a immigration attorney to come sort it out for them because they're just getting stuck end after end after end. And then once they get their end sorted, it needs to come to me. So I need to go to an interview at the American Embassy here in New Zealand and need to prove that I've done all these studies, need to prove that I am who they're wanting to send over and do all these different bits and bobs. So, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get down to Texas, so I just live with squid, but it's not working out.
Right.
It's like, it's not really going to happen.
I mean, I wish I could do it from here. I wouldn't mind doing it from home, but I think with games, especially nowadays, there's so much controversy around giving out codes. I mean, that's why they're flying us over for the game changes, because they don't want to give out, obviously, the hardline code and risk losing that confidentiality of it. So,
right.
I guess that's why the big move overseas would probably be more beneficial for me in a career sense, because New Zealand's just so far out from gaming. It's ridiculous. We've got Sheep, we've got Lord of the Rings, we've got The Hobbit. Oh, we don't
Sheep
have any
and Lord of the
games.
Rings, but no game development. Right. Oh, so
that's funny. Good. Well,
Sheep and Lord of the Rings.
I'm glad it's working out for you because your work is excellent. And again, I said it at the beginning, but for those people who are just tuning in, the Floppy Ragdoll on Twitter, check them out. Super good stuff. It's interesting, the whole, you're talking about codes and I've spoken with this on earlier podcasts, but it's great that you guys can go out there as part of the Game Changers program and make a difference, because I've wanted to do something, and speaking with old CMs and producers, and we almost had something going, but we ran into the same problem with having the community play it early, whether it's a dedicated server or something like that, which kind of like CTE is now, and giving them the feedback directly. No bullshit, no, I got killed by this gun, so it's overpowered. Here are the facts, here's what we're seeing.
I think they announced today that the CTE will be, I think officially will be for Hardline, so
good.
That's really good to hear. Probably be easier to do stuff too, considering it's coming. Hopefully it'll be here sooner. I mean, they're already talking about it, so I would imagine it would, if it doesn't come at launch, shortly thereafter, so that'd be good for whatever issues are there.
It's funny you say that about the people's opinions online saying that this gun's overpowered, things like that. Because they actually were telling us that we're not the only Game Changer group they got, and they got like some people from the public, like the local area and things like that, to come in and play. Didn't they? Were they saying that to you as well? No, they just got like
they have
groups
their own QA test people.
Yeah, and they said just the different levels of feedback between all the groups is just ridiculous. Like, some groups would just give feedback, just like you said, just like, oh, this isn't fun, take it out. And it's like, it's just, yeah, it's ridiculous to think of getting flown out to these events and just giving such bland feedback. But I mean, I guess I sort of see it a bit differently, seeing as I'm literally from the other side of the planet, so it's like a huge thing for me, just even the fact that they've even seen me. So I try to take every opportunity.
Ragdoll's grateful. They always give me shit saying, "Oh, Wano's so grateful about everything. He's always so great." Well, I am, so I appreciate things, you know. So I'm not the only one who appreciates things. See, I'm not alone. Sorry, I just wanted
those chicken wings at the hotel, though.
Yeah.
I'll go back any day for those.
Yeah, those are good. Just no scallops. No scallops.
Yeah, it's just crazy the fact that they're like, I mean, it's understandable seeing as what happened with the Battlefield 4 launch, and it got rushed, and they tried to get it out there for the same dates as the next-gen consoles, and so therefore the game ended up being fairly unfinished. So it's ridiculous that like they've actually taken that on board, because generally you see companies don't make the same mistake again, they'll put more time into the game, but like I've never really seen companies go to the extent of flying people from around the world so consistently, like every few months, just to get updates on their game and whether it's going well and things like that. So
right. That really puts, like, you know, money where their mouth is, and if they were serious about this, you know, or if they weren't serious about this, they wouldn't be doing that. So
yeah, they really put themselves on the map in regards to getting a bit more respect back for the Battlefield franchise. So good maneuver.
Well, they were in a really bad spot after Battlefield 4, you know, all that trouble that happened with that for months, and now, I mean, like, CTE's done really good for what it is, but I think it's just too little too late. But they've still, regardless, they've stuck with it, and they've tried to improve it continuously, so can't hate on them for that, you know. A lot of developers, look, like Call of Duty, what do they do? Or not just anybody, like, this much
immediately reverts back to Call of Duty.
or just anybody, you know, like to provide, like, the CTE to give updates and stuff, like almost in comparison to like Experimental and Stable Branch on DayZ, but that's just an early release game. For a game that's fully out, and for them to provide that much support after they've already got your money for it does say a lot. And then Visceral, I think, just really said, we don't want, God forbid, that to happen to us, because they have like one chance. They don't have past Battlefield history to fall back on, like, oh, well, we didn't get it right this time, but we did the other 3 times. They have like a one-time shot to do it right, and I think I don't know. I mean, I'm not a developer, of course, but if you were to ask me what else could they do, I'd be hard-pressed to find something, because they've been very open. They've been very transparent about everything. They've done the 2 betas. They gave us 3 maps, 3 modes. So I really think they've done everything that they could in their power to make it a good, stable launch. I'm really glad that they keep hearing them talk about it being stable, because that is on everyone's mind. And for them to not say that would just be naive on their part, not to think that people are concerned with that. You know, after Battlefield 4, people are really concerned with stability, so I'm glad they are too.
Did you run into any hackers during the beta?
I know one for absolute sure. Absolute, I have no doubt in my mind. And then possibly 2 or 3 others. One, I think, was just, it could have been a lag thing or something along with connection. One guy was running around, he was literally invisible. It was just him and his gun. And then even after he killed me, he was just like, he'd stand up on the hill and boom, 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 like just firing single shots at people, and you saw the kill feed just lining up, and you couldn't see the guy. He was invisible, besides his gun. I mean, you saw him with the gold AKM, I think it was.
But I bet you
sucks.
You could definitely see his EP-ness from space, though.
Yeah, right, yeah.
They're hacking like that thing.
Nothing like compressing everyone on the internet. It's in a video
exactly.
Game, so,
Man, you guys hear about that guy who hacked that beta? That was me.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Yeah.
I actually ran
Ladies,
into
calm.
one.
Yeah, ladies. Ladies. I hacked the beta.
But like, I ran into one, and he was on the other team, and he had a pistol. It was like the starter pistol, and he was just standing on a hill, like you said, just one-tapping people, just all around the map. He ended up with 160 kills to 6 or something.
Jeez, don't hide it either, bro.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And so it got to the point where in the next game I joined his squad, and I just said, hey, how are you doing this? And he said, oh, what is that? And I was like, oh, I'm just looking at doing it myself, just trying to get the website link. And he's like, oh, add me and I'll give you the link. It's like $2 a month. It's mint. And I was like, all right. So it is. So he added me, gave me the link, and I just immediately DM'd that. I was like, there's your link. There's where the hacks come from.
How sad.
Yeah, I think he said you pay $15 a month for all the different invisibility hacks and things like that. And I'm like, who would want to pay like $100? Like, this is New Zealand terms. Who would want to pay like $120 for the games like standard, and then potentially like an extra $90 for premium, and then on top of that, $15 a month to make the game play itself? Why would you spend all of this money to watch shit happen? Like, why would you
I don't know where the fun is in that. Like, if you were to get me in God mode or whatever, quote unquote, where's the fun in that? Like, oh man, it's awesome. You can't die, and you one-shot everybody, and it's amazing. And you can see them through the walls too. Okay, let's, like Luke said, let's just let the game play itself. Go. That was well worth the money. I don't know where the fun is in that. Like,
it's fun in GTA if you've been playing it for like a solid year, and then you just want to just wreck shit.
If you're playing like a co-op game, or you're playing
single player, just by yourself,
or single player game, up, down, left, right, left. Those are okay. I don't mind those cheats. But you're actually paying some third party to let you get some bullshit advantage on the other player base. What? I don't understand the reasoning. Like, is it to show people take pictures of your scorecard and be like, look how awesome I am, or look at my KD? And if you do that, what does that do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's ridiculous. The standards people hold themselves on.
I would really like for them to. I would like to see some new kind of something just do a lot more against cheaters than it does now.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got Fair Fight and what's the other one?
Punkbuster.
Punkbuster. Yeah. So.
Well, periodically, Punkbuster just kicks me off the game list, so I'll be in the middle of a game 3 minutes in, and then it'll kick me out for zero stated reason. And I gotta
stop hacking.
Yeah, that'll be a good start. Yeah.
Turn off.
It can be other things though. It can be like other programs you've got. Like with certain tools I have, if I leave them open when I play other games, it'll immediately kick me out of the game saying I'm hacking, and it'll be like the cinematic tools for Battlefield. It's just because it scanned it and it's found an injector. Or it could be something else. Like I think once I got I got kicked out of a game for hacking because I had an audio cable, like a virtual audio cable, open. And as soon as I put it down the bottom, the game didn't care about it. It's just scanning the system, trying to figure out what's open and what's working, and trying to figure out if that's actually a hack, and just sort of takes any precautions. So maybe if you did turn off all those hacks you got, Lano, you might be sweet. Mm-hmm. Maybe just put them down the bottom or hide them. With some code,
Just the hacks, I guess.
Maybe just spend more money, get a better hack. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
$20 a month, man. I can get you sorted. I got the link.
We're gonna start buy better hacks, bro. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only old school head in here who knows about the old Contra code.
Oh.
I guess everyone knows about that, but at least they know what it's referencing to.
It's classic.
Anyway, what's your favorite GTA code you use, Luke, when you play?
GTA code? I haven't used one in years. The last code I used for GTA was in maybe GTA on PC. It was just a speed code, just so I can just go flying across the map. Well, that was about it. I was never adventurous in regards to hacks. I'd always just try to do stupid shit with what the game gives me.
I want to go faster.
Yeah.
If you're not,
I love the printout of the cheat sheets though for the console GTA's, like one of the first ones, GTA San Andreas, and you're like up down triangle square, and then it spawns a BMX, and you're just like you're just stoked.
See, there was once upon a time, like if you wanted to save, it didn't save your game. You had like this numerical code that the game would give you, and you had to write that down on your little pen and paper or whatever, save those codes or whatever. Otherwise, the game never actually saved your profile. That's that old school shit, you know. You go, Mom, where's my list at? No.
See, I didn't understand
That's
that when
that
I had it.
old
It was my
shit.
brother's game, and I was playing it, and I didn't understand you had to write things down. So every time I opened it, I was starting from the beginning of the game and just trying to make it through. And my challenge every time I opened it would be, can I make it past where I got last time? And I would just be playing for like hours trying to get past the story like halfway through. Never figured out what happened. I never learned that you had
Right.
to.
What happened? Right on.
We just used to do, Jason and I just used to use just gun stuff. We just spawn a bunch of guns and usually end up killing each other and laughing foolishly. So.
What was your favorite gun from the beta?
Favorite gun from the beta? P90.
P90
for sure, man. I was wrecking with the P90.
Yeah,
That
50
was-
magazine's pretty deadly.
Yeah. The K10 was good to start off with, and then I realized how amateur it was. It was just like a one kill, like 2 seconds, and all your bullets are going out of the mag. You're gone.
Yeah, if they're not lined up, you're gonna run out of bullets quick.
I love
It
that
mowed people
MP5
down.
clip.
It was ridiculous. The MP5K, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was
Especially with the silencer.
Chris's favorite right off the bat. He's like, I don't even have to aim. It just kills things. I like the MPX. Scar Age surprised me. Did you try the Enforcer much?
No, I used yours though when you died. I picked it up off your body with the.
Rub it in, Luke.
I picked it up off your body.
Rub it in. I don't die, man.
But
I got
it was
hacks.
actually pretty good.
No, just kidding. I've got hacks, man. I don't
The
die.
infrared sight, I was really actually surprised how good that was. It was actually epic. As soon as I picked it up off your body and looked down the sight, I was like, wow, I need to get this for my gun straight away. But I didn't know where
What was it?
the infrared, the green one.
Oh, the green light, yeah. I like the red over the, not the green over the red. It just seems to catch people's eye less.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's got the red laser, I can notice that a lot easier than the green one. So, I think here lately I've been turning it off, period, just because it gives you away.
Oh, no. It was, your infrared sight, not your laser.
Infrared sight. I just had the Cobra, I think.
It was one of your guns that had the infrared sight on it. I know, because I picked it up off your body heaps.
Yeah, you know it was because he killed you
Heaps, yeah.
and then picked it up.
Repeatedly from your dead body.
I was just baiting you. I was just watching you run into rooms, die. I'd kill the guy, pick up your gun, and be like, sweet, ready to go.
Right.
Leave
Spray
me the hard
paint.
work time like things.
Go buy your
Spray
own
painted your
guns,
body.
bro. Go buy your own guns.
And then spray painted a big dink on your body and just. Oh wait, we talked about that. That's why they can't make your own custom.
Yeah, that was my favorite way to kill, though. Definitely, I'm sure that'll happen a lot. Killing somebody, then spray painting your emblem on their dead body in the kill cam. You know,
I wish it was more
like
of a-
Pool Shark's wanting to do. You know, he's still doing the old school teabag, but it was nice to kill him and then just spray paint DRMB over him. Teabag that.
I kind of wish though there was like I know it's really petty and I know they're not going to do it because there's no point, but like just a simple animation for humiliation purposes where you just pull out a spray can and just hold it down and just watch it appear. Just something simple. Just so you really have to take the time out of your day to just show this guy that you just got wrecked.
Zoom into the spray paint.
And then you're seeing that in your death cam, the guy's looking over you with his gun, and then all of a sudden he just pulls out the spray can, and you're just like, oh, fuck.
Unfortunately, in the Bay, I didn't get. I got to play with a few out there in California at the EA or whatever. But in the beta, I never got a single knife. All I had was like the baton or the sledgehammer or whatever. But
I don't think anyone got a knife.
I never got a knife. Were they? What I thought I saw people with videos of
Getting them.
doing death animations, kill animations. There was some actually really good animations for that, and I was disappointed I wasn't able to get a knife in the beta.
People did those kill animations in the first beta.
Is that what those
were
from?
the first one, yeah. But in this beta, I think you could only get them via battle packs, and there was I was just spending I'd say about 90% of my points on battle packs. I was trying to get the knife so bad. I was just opening gold.
Yep.
Nothing.
See, they got you. That's how they get you right there.
Gambling, man.
Is that real world
Gamblers.
money? What are you spending on? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That was coming out of the same PayPal as the hacker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an offshore account. Untraceable.
Battle packs
On a different
actually
origin.
spending real world money on them is another. But to each their own.
Well, we talked.
My company, Hero Skins. Damn it, Chris.
Company Hero Skins, yeah, no kidding. We talked a little bit about having microtransactions with Jack Frags last week. What do you think of that, Floppy? Buying little things, not guns, obviously, but skins and
Cosmetic.
I don't know about that. I like the way, like for an example, the way Counter-Strike does it is really clever because the community set up their own market. Basically, they didn't set any of the prices for the skins whatsoever. The community did. They just set the prices for the cases in which you get it out of, and then they put a market there for people to go in and trade it. And then people were just like, oh, my knife's cooler than your knife. It's going to be worth this much. And then over the period of months and years, it's now got an economy where it's pretty much set that like 9 times out of 10, if you get a certain knife, it's going to be worth this much. And people are willing to pay like $6,000 for a knife in Counter-Strike. And it's just a skin, but they're willing to pay it because they know the chances of them getting it in a case.
$6,000.
There's a knife out there worth
Get the
$12,000.
fuck out of here.
Yeah. People will pay that because they don't want to spend like all their time opening cases after cases after cases and not getting it.
So I'll just spend $6,000 to get that one right now instead of.
Yeah. No, that's what people do, and that's why it's so clever from a company standpoint because they didn't set the price. Imagine if a Battlefield came out and said you can get this skin if you spend this much money, people would just rip them to shreds.
Exactly.
But the fact that it's company the fact that it's consumer motivated, it's people are okay with it. I mean, people think it's crazy like yourself, but there are people that are willing to pay it.
So how long has you said there's a knife, a virtual digital knife in a video game that's 12,000 real world dollars.
Yep.
How long has that been up for sale?
There's 3 of them in existence. So like, what happens is it's like a
Honey, get the checkbook.
So you unbox like you get a case like after each game, each competitive match, you might get dropped a case. Each case has like a different list of weapons in them. So for example, there'll be an Operation Phoenix case and it has the same list of weapons as all the other Operation Phoenix cases, but there's like 5 or 6 different types of cases. Say I want a certain weapon out of this case, there's about 5 common skins. Then there's purple, which is not so common, then there's pink, which is pretty uncommon, and then there's reds, which are rare, and then there's the gold, which is the knife. And the chance of getting the knife is like 0.2% or something.
Yeah.
And so, people are just like willing to spend all this money on knives as opposed to spending all this money on keys to unbox these cases to then potentially just not get any knives whatsoever. So, and that's why you see videos on YouTube. If you search Counter-Strike Go knife unboxing, you see people go crazy. Like people go nuts because they've unboxed a knife worth like $600.
Yeah. I want to say Editor and Justin have some expensive ones from playing.
Yeah, but let's say like the first guy who got that knife, like I'm just gonna bullshit around, put it up for $12,000. Ah, that'll never sell. Boom, sold. What? Like
yeah.
$12,000, $6,000. Like I have spent money for DLC, for even skins. There's a point in time I was premium on War Thunder because I wanted that P51 so bad, but that's like nickel and dime shit, like $10, $15, $20, whatever. To me that's I can't fathom. I mean, I guess if I had money pouring out of my pockets, didn't have nothing else to spend it on, okay. But I mean,
it's all dependent on what you value. Like, if there's one dude that just spends all his days, like he's a professional player, he spends all his days playing this game, he plays it obviously in the public eye as a professional, then maybe he would see it fit to maybe just invest in it.
I would sell that $12,000 knife and
but if you sell it, it goes in your Steam. It doesn't go in your actual cash pocket. It just goes back into Steam. So it's in Steam cash. So the only way to actually get it into your pocket is to find someone trustworthy enough. So you give it to them via Steam, and then they do a PayPal transaction. So it's that trust thing. And then there's the middleman scam.
I'm gonna send you $12,000 via PayPal. Oh. Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
Ridiculous.
It's
just as
interesting.
ridiculous as
Imagine
what-
if you had that on your Steam anyway. Like, what the hell? Like, I'll buy all the things, everything. I can buy whatever I want.
But I know it did the
Then
unbox
they'd
it.
probably turn around and spend it on those cases to get more shit, right? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
spend that
Exactly.
$12,000 on more cases.
But there's a dude that I met via my streams who unboxed, I think it was 10 cases he was saying. On the 10th case, he unboxed that knife worth $12,000.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's cosmetic. It doesn't give anyone an advantage, and if that's what somebody wants to spend their money on, I'm totally okay with that. I don't have any problems with that. Whatever. It just it's really hard for me, I guess, because my situation's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish they had that
Don't
set up.
spend that amount of money going toward that, but cosmetic, it doesn't hurt. So all for
See,
it.
personally, I'd like to see
Great
that set up.
system, and people love it. Oh, that'd
like
be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the reason it's good is because what makes it even smarter is that all the designs are designed by the community. Well, 90% of the designs are designed by the community, and they put it on the workshop online, and then they take the designs and then just put them in cases. And then if you were one of the ones that designed the weapon, then you get a certain amount of profit from each case sold that has your weapon in it. And so it's crazy how the whole system works, but it's all community
driven,
like run and funded. Yeah, it's a ridiculously intelligent way of going about it. But
no one's getting hurt, and it's cosmetic. So
Now
Exactly.
there are some issues. They've
Else
had
making
issues
a
with
killing off of it.
copyrighted images and stuff like that.
oh, yep. Yeah, there
So,
have been some that have been contraband, and so they're even
Yeah.
worth even more. They're in the
Yeah,
game now. But
exactly. They take them out, but if you have one, they're worth even more. So
yeah.
it's,
Yeah, so there's a big circle of life in Counter-Strike that's completely unknown if you don't play it.
yeah, it's bizarre. Like even Dota 2, they funded their tournament by selling in-game skins, the prize pool, and enough people bought skins. It was like a $10 million tournament.
Yeah,
That's
that's
unbelievable.
ridiculous.
CS:GO pisses me off because I can't on sites.
You can in some weapons.
Man, no, that pisses me straight off. Can't stand it, and I don't have the patience for that game at all.
This is coming from the guy who wants us all to get on FIFA.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, it's totally different. Everyone can be good at FIFA. Come on, I just need some people to play. Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on microtransactions anyway. I reckon it can work as long as you're not getting any game-breaking stuff from what you're purchasing. It's just literally cosmetic. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
cosmetics, go for it, because people will, and it's proven time and time again, people will pay for it.
Oh, you just think, Lona, we were talking about Company Hero 2 with that skin that I got. You sell a car skin for Hotwire that has blood on the front. Lona's just spending paychecks on that.
I'm all over it.
Oh no, more like Zach. Oh, Zach won't even spend it. He'll just be like, "Lol, developer." Got it.
I put that in there. I'm going to take that.
So I would actually spend a fair bit of time designing skins for weapons for Battlefield if they did it in a way that, like, with premium, I don't know about everyone being able to design their own skins. I think that's going to just go crazy and the game's just going to look like a clown fest. But I reckon if they did it in a way where, like, you can submit designs for skins, you can submit certain, like, unique weapon skins ideas, I think that would be awesome, because I would spend hours just sitting here just coming up with
There'd be a lot of people that would do that.
Yeah. Well, it'd just be another aspect to the game that would just keep it thriving, because people would want to see if their own gun makes it in, and if it doesn't make it in, they'd see, oh, how'd you get that skin? Why is, like, my M4 got, like, some sweet hot rod flames coming down the front of it? Like,
All right, Zach, we need a DRMB gun skin. Thanks. Take notes. Put that in there.
We can do one better, and now is maybe the best time to say it. Thanks to Zach and the awesome guys at EA. Officially, as of tonight, there's going to be a DRMB community patch. The actual DRMB logo is going to be in Hardline. So I'm
Yeah.
super pumped at that. So you'll be able to wear a little patch on you when you get clubbed over the head and spray paint.
Yeah.
yeah, when you get clubbed over the head, you know it was by a hacker.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no. Come on.
And his patch is some like, check out my hacksbro.com.
DRMB.com.
And the patch. See, I'm a double DRMB it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't be trying to take my guns no more, Luke. There's my
I
go.
don't need to. I don't need to try. I just watch, and then I'm like, sweet, something.
Somebody kill you. You got in some more? How many games did you get in with some of the developers? Play some with them. Play with some Zach. Play Zach or Fred.
Oh yeah. I played with a few of them. I played with Zach, Thad. There were a few other developers in there. I forget their online IDs now. But we played all on the rescue mode server for a while there, and it was good fun. It's ridiculous how open they are to all your suggestions and how open they are to saying what will work and what won't work in the design process. It's quite cool being a part of that. So, and cool knowing that they're open to all the questions. Like even when they're just playing games, like they're more than happy to say, oh, this is why that doesn't work if you're complaining about it, or they'll tell you what's happening in the future. It's cool.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's interesting to see. We've all got these same ideas. You're now the third or fourth game changer we've talked to that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's looking forward to it. We've got faith in Visceral. It's it'll be good. March 17th will be interesting. We're hopefully not going to see a big crash. Sure, Zach is on that, waking up in a cold sweat, double checking things. But beta's played good. Should be good.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. People take games for granted nowadays, I reckon. Like 5 years ago, no one cared about a stupid little glitch. No one cared if the graphics weren't that great. They just played it for what it was. And some of the glitches were the best things about games. Like take Grand Theft Auto 4 with the swing set and it sent people flying. Like they loved it. And I think people nowadays, like if they'll be driving a car and the radio station plays like when you turn it off, but when you turn it on, it turns itself off. It's like all backwards. People just shit themselves and they say, oh, worst game ever, and then they'll start making a forum, and it's like, just play it for fun. Guys, it's a video game.
Yeah, there's a lot of entitlement in there.
That's because internet everything's so much more accessible now. So
like looking at the Visceral guys' Twitter, you can. Any of them, Dice, Tiggers, or Zach, Stads, any developer really, if you could just read through some of their comments, you can always see, like, that guy or girl or whoever who has feedback, but this feedback is based entirely for their benefit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I really hate that you took the spawn beacon away from the recon because my favorite thing to do was to put it right outside the edge of the deployment and snipe from there. You've ruined the game for me. Fix it, Dice. Or Visceral, whatever. It's
and they just say Dice though. They're like, Dice ruined the game again. It's like,
it's Visceral.
It's Visceral.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. But and you hear that, and it's just they've been really positive in replying to it, but. I'd probably lose my shit. But like, really? Like, what's wrong with you?
But like on all the Battlefield pages as well, in the comment section, you rarely see people commenting good things. It's always the people that are arrogant and ignorant, and they'll say, this is bad. Why aren't we playing this? And it'll say, why are you following the Battlefield Facebook page if you're going to complain so much about it every time it comes on? People always say so much shit. So
worst game ever. But I'm following.
But it just shows how like people just have so much spare time on their hands to complain. It's like if you've got that much spare time to go to a page and then just talk shit every single time they post something, then you really
go to something you enjoy. Yeah, go to something you have fun on.
Yeah, go through
FIFA. Go to FIFA. Or something. Play FIFA with me. You get mad at Battlefield, come play FIFA. You're done with that, and go back to Battlefield.
Get mad at FIFA.
Get mad at FIFA.
You've got the hacks there. You've got the hacks already to roll for FIFA as well.
Yeah, I've got FIFA hacks all day.
Yeah.
All day,
I hop on playing FIFA, you're just opening packs. You're just streaming opening packs.
This year, I refused to buy coins, so it's been a hard struggle to get good guys. But anyway.
That's the same as Counter-Strike keys for cases. It's just like FIFA coins.
Yeah, but see, the thing with that, like FIFA sells their own. They have the FIFA points. They charge this fucking crazy amount of money for them. So if you want to buy a regular gold pack that's $7,500, that'll cost you like $5 for 2 packs, and you get 6 players. all contracts or whatever. So
That's
then they
the
have
same
all
thing,
these coin sellers that sell them a little bit cheaper, but they're still high as hell. And then that puts your account at risk, and then that's just paying more money for shit that's already in the game. So this year I was like, I'm not spending not $20, not $30 on fucking coins. So it took me 6 months to grind just to pick up Eden Hazard, and neither one of y'all don't even know who the hell he is. So whatever. That's my
Hey,
FIFA
good
story.
Job, good job.
That's my
That's
FIFA
right.
story.
FIFA story.
It took me 6 months to get up like 200,000 coins to buy that guy. I mean, that's absurd. It shouldn't be that high. And it's that high because everybody buys coins.
Yeah.
Anyway, kicks out my own soapbox. Anyway, Zach, fix FIFA. What'd you think?
Yeah, all of a sudden you're on a big FIFA kit.
Dice,
Yeah.
fix it.
Dice, please. Why'd you fix your game? Anyway.
Yeah. Right on, guys. Well, we are exactly at an hour. It is very
Too
impressive.
shabby.
Thanks very much for coming on, Luke. Any other final thoughts? Anything you want to tell our little community?
Not really. I mean, it was quality
Like-
banter. Good chat.
Like, favorite, subscribe.
So
Luke
we're
on
gonna-
YouTube?
Yeah, like favorite. Like, man, I can't handle when people say smash that like button.
Smash it!
Hopefully we hit 500 likes. It's like,
Oh, Scanner is going to lose his mind.
man, I can't handle it. Be sure to smash that like button.
Smash it, Luke. Smash the like
Oh
button.
man, people that say,
Oh, I'm gonna troll you on that forever now.
and they post like 5 videos a day. Hey, I thought I'd update you on this new cupcake I bought today. Smash that like button. It's like,
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna start YouTube, and that's what I'm gonna do.
just make all
Smash
the
that
Smash the
like
like
button, bro.
buttons.
Smash the button. Yeah, Skinner's like, I hate you all.
Yeah.
He hates that too. He really likes it when you say that to him. Scanner loves that.
Exactly.
Everybody go to Scanner's Twitter and tell him to smash that like button. He loves that shit.
Oh,
Just kidding. We love you, Scanner.
And another thing I hate is when people talk in hashtags on Twitter as well. They're like, can't wait to go out in the hashtag summer with hashtag friends. Just, man.
Hashtag day drinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag tired. Hashtag bed.
People are just they need to change their ways, man. I can't handle it.
We found Luke's hot button topic right
Hey,
now.
Oh, man.
you know what,
Don't
Bob?
even get me started, dude.
Swag. That shit drives me. I'm like, God, I'm old because I hate that word. I fucking
swag.
hate that word. Swag.
I
Look at
hate
all my
it.
swag. I just want to choke you.
It seems very American, but a lot of people
Ugh.
say baby. Like, can't wait to go outside, baby. Oh, that sun's mint today, baby. It's like, what? Just go outside. Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me to smash the like button. Just go outside. I don't care.
Smash the like button on the sun. Yes, and the Doge. I hate Doge dog
Yeah.
bullshit too.
Oh, really? Oh, I like the Doge. You're right.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I hate
Right on.
swag. I hate that
Yeah.
word. I hate that word.
It's just like a Justin Bieber thing, like that whole area.
What's wrong with Justin Bieber?
Look.
Well, Luke,
The
thanks for coming
silence,
on.
that silence. Did you both look for like a second, like what?
I had a lot of things pop into my mind at one time. I was like, there's a few things.
Just record scratch.
There's a few.
We'll just delete this from the past.
Exactly.
Twitch
Post
streams.
production. Post production.
No, it was good fun.
Well,
Quality
good.
banter and a good little rage at the end.
Thank you. Yeah,
sure.
sorry about the FIFA rant.
No
Thanks for
problem.
coming on. We definitely are going to have more. Hardline will be out soon, so we'll all have plenty more to talk about. So
It's yeah.
have you back if you're up for it. At least squad up and game with us a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll grab your gun a few more times and
Just keep your floppy ragdoll tucked away, and everything's good.
as per usual.
Nah,
Couldn't help yourself, could you? Had to.
I had to.
Only took an
Smash
hour.
that like button.
that.
Just kidding. Scanner's already left. He's like, fuck these
Exactly.
guys.
Done.
Motherfucker.
Right on. Thanks, guys. For everyone else in the chat, thanks for checking us out live. We'll have the video up on the YouTubes very shortly. Thanks to Punisher. If you guys are looking to help us out, we are joining the 8th annual 8-Bit Salute. May 16th, we'll be streaming probably 24 hours. We're going to have a bunch of events dealing with that in the next coming months. You can join our team at drmb.co/8bit2015. Joining our team gets us more exposure. We can bring more dollars in to help the troops and those deployed make fun where there is none. Check it out for sure. And if you're looking to wear, I totally didn't even look at this. If you're looking to get a sweet shirt like this, remembering the troops, we've got a new merch shop. If you go to drmb.co, click on shop at the top. We've got a great site at Battle Buddy Apparel, super cheap, super good quality. So check that out as well.
Speaking of the shirt, next week I'm hoping to do the announcement on the winner of the Hardline copy. So if you haven't already sent me proof of your purchase, whether a picture of the shirt, some half of your receipt, something, whatever, show that you bought the shirt, do that so that way we can do the drawing. I've been trying to put it off, trying to get everybody's name and Twitter and all that lined up, but not everybody is letting me know. So last chance, with you or without you. Next week we'll have a winner.
Awesome. Thanks again, Luke.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it.
It's good fun.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
We'll check you out on Hardline. See you guys.
Sweet as. See you later.
Later, fellas.